Well, good morning, Codger Biker here, and probably my last trip of the summer. Morning. It's beautiful day. It's September the 4th, I think. We've had a rubbish August and we've had a rubbish July. Been raining ever since. The day all the schools went back today. Look at the weather, cracking the flags. Anyway, I'm off to Lincolnshire. I won't bother filming that on the motorway. Très boring, but I'll get back to you once I'm there. I might save this for the boring winter months. Cheer us all up a bit. See some sunshine. Do you want to swap bikes? Sport mode. Good afternoon, Codger Biker here, and you find me on an NC750X from, I'm not sure if it's 2014 or 2016. Bunks, my friend Morris there, he takes this everywhere. You wouldn't believe the place he goes on it. It's a DCT version. I think I've just put it into sport mode because I'm not a big fan of DCT. I get criticised a lot for not liking it, but I prefer to change gears on a bike. It's kind of part of the experience for me. I don't know why that is, but it's just what I prefer. Anyway, Morris is on Scarlet Yo Honda up ahead, and I'm having a go on this. This is a bike Morris let me have a go on quite a few times actually, so I am familiar with it, and as I say, I did own a DCT. I put it into sport mode because otherwise I find it's just too chuggy for me. Other than that, it is very relaxing. Afternoon. So this is a 750cc Honda engine, which some people claim is half of a Jazz engine. Very low revving, lots of torque low down, and as I say, with a DCT gearbox. So I'm with my friend Morris in Lincolnshire on a beautiful sunny day, having a nice ride around. So let's see what we make of this. It's not a review, it's just have a go on my bike. Just changed into fourth there, and then it changed back to third. That's a bit off-putting. All the indicators and everything are exactly the same, but I am still going for the back brake and I'm trying to change gear. Which obviously there's no need to do. So we've got a LCD dash with 13,000 miles on it. Gear 2 I'm in at the moment, with S for sport, I think. Morris only rides it in drive, I think. I'm not sure. I don't think he ever goes to sport, but don't tell him. If you don't tell him, I won't. Quite very similar to the 500X really. It's got 17-inch wheels, which means it's a bit lower to the ground and a little bit easier to tip in, but not much. The seat feels very similar. The sort of arm to peg sort of combination. Your knees are a little bit more tucked in than on the 500 because of the lower front wheel, I guess. The suspension feels quite similar, a bit bouncy on these bouncy roads, but it's not about the bike necessarily, it's about the person. Morris rides this, as I say, anywhere I go he goes on this. So I'll be on the 690 Enduro R and he'd still follow me on this as far as he was able. Just takes his time. So this has got a low centre of gravity with the engine slung very low, and the fuel tank is under the seat. So I wonder if Morris will notice when he's on that 500X in front of me that is a little bit more top heavy, particularly when it's full of fuel. I filled it last night and I noticed this morning it just felt a little bit more wobbly, whereas this bike feels exactly the same, because this here is not a fuel tank, as you probably know. It's a big storage area for him to put all his gear in. I'm not sure whether you'd fit a crash helmet in there, but certainly got plenty of space. He doesn't need a stupid tailbike like I've got on my bike. It's got an aftermarket screen on it that is lifting the wind up to about my peak. Not much on my shoulders at this speed. I'll just let him go ahead a bit and then I'll open it up. So I'm in sport mode and it's decided at 30 miles an hour to drop me down up to third. That's quite manoeuvrable. I've just flipped that round there easily enough. Yeah, because it's got a low centre of gravity, it's really quite confidence inspiring. I had to go on this bike with Morris and I felt really comfortable on it. After not having riding for a long time, it's really a very secure feeling bike. And it's not slow because it has got a 750 engine, even though it's really under-tuned. So I'm in 30 miles, I open the throttle and go. It will go, and if you open the throttle like that in sport mode, it will hold on to that gear, that third gear. I have to say the screen's a bit noisy. I think if I was going to change the screen, I'd angle it up a bit. I'm still going for for a gear shift. There we go. Unlimited speed. Let's see what it can do. Third gear. It really does pull. You can tell that it's got more power than the CB500X. Now this is called one of the Lincolnshire death roads, so you can't go too fast down it because it's too dangerous on a Honda anyway, because the suspension is too bouncy. But it did pull very well there. Morris is thinking, come back on my bike riding it down the death road at that speed. Don't worry Morris, I'm not going to do that. I just wanted to open the throttle up on that little bit. In my mirror, I don't know if you can see, there's somebody with a load of great LEDs on the front. That's my bike. Hello birds, all the starlings are gathering up. As I say, I find this bike very, very confidence inspiring. It's the 17-inch wheel version of it, I think. I'm not sure if the new version has a 19-inch front wheel or not, but it makes it very manoeuvrable. With that low centre of gravity, a really good bike if you are coming back to riding, or you just want something nice and sedate. I know Morris loves this bike. Just let him pass. There's a good reason why it says maximum speed 30 miles an hour, particularly if you've got Honda suspension. A bike I would recommend to anybody who just wants a lazy motorcycle that will go forever. I think you could go not just around the world on this, you could probably go to Mars if there was a road. I'm guessing the engine tune is probably about, well, no more than 50% of what it's capable of. But as I say, as a 750, if you open the throttle in sport mode, it will hold on to a gear, and you do start to realise that it has got more go than you might think. As you can see, we are deep in the fens here. It really is proper fenland territory. The people in the car behind me have just realised what this road's all about. At least on a motorcycle you can pick a little route that's not quite so bouncy. I think this bike rear suspension is handling this road better than my CB500X, to be honest with you. But this road will catch you out if you take liberties. You don't really want to be doing much above the recommended speed. So as I say, a quick ride on an NC750X DCT in the flatlands of Lincolnshire. Whoa! Over on Back Bridge, he did a wheelie there. So it's quite a heavy bike, but the weight is low down. It's makes it quite sort of stable on the road. Very, very windy down here. There's the police. Make sure we're not going too fast, officer. So it's quite a stable bike, but the weight's low down as well. So it's also very easy to ride. On the death road of Lincolnshire. I came down here on my KTM 690 Enduro R. I won't say what speeds I was doing, but it was more than double what I've done on this today, and that could handle this road. On an ordinary bike, or with one with limited suspension, you really do feel it. You can see Morris bouncing around ahead. And I guess that's what you pay for when you buy these expensive bikes. Well, you can take the alternative approach, which is just go a bit slower, which is what we're doing today on our Hondas. I know it's a bike with not a lot of fans, but those who are fans, they absolutely love these bikes. And if you ever go on one, you understand why. Oh! Oh, this road is mad. Be interested to see what Morris made of the suspension there on my bike there, because I think it was that would be the worst road to go down on a CB500X with a stock rear suspension. And now I haven't done it because Morris did it. Yeah, on this version, unlike my Africa Twin, which had 2 or 3 sports modes, can't remember, 2 I think, this one's only got 1 sport mode, but I definitely prefer it in sport mode to drive. I think interestingly the new NC750X has got the all new DCT on it. I think it was the first bike to get it, which is supposed to be a big improvement even on this, so wouldn't mind to go on one of those one day. I very nearly, as I say, considered getting a 750X myself, but I would have got the manual version. What you do notice is with the 17-inch wheel, if you're getting a rut or on these bumps, it does grab the wheel more than it does on a 19-inch wheel on the 500. Standing up on it, the handlebars are a bit low for me to stand up on, but they're all right. Oh, hell bells. God, you've got to concentrate on this road. I thought I was a goner then, but I trusted in the bike. Great, there's a truck coming, just what you want. Great big lorry. You could slow down a bit, mate, come on. I just pick up pretty well in sport mode actually. Certainly got that hammering of Honda pistons that the Africa Twin has, the NT1100 has, and to a lesser extent the CB500. I think the CB500 doesn't do that so much because it's a smaller capacity. I think this bike's got ABS and that's it. What more do you want? I certainly feel that 17-inch front wheel tipping in a lot easier. It's a bit disconcerting when you're not used to it. I'm used to 21 and 19. It's just solidly built, high endurance, go anywhere within reason. Motorcycle that's going to long outlast me and Morris, that's for sure. I think he's had enough. Oh, look at that. I don't know what river that is. It could be the Witham, or it could just be a drain into it, I think. No, I put it in sport mode and I'm going, look, it goes really fast in sport mode. Yeah. And then there's a bloody great bump. And I thought, I'm going to come off here. What was that like on the bouncy?
Yeah, like you say,
really bouncy, isn't it?
I'm not sure whether it's actually worse.
It's worse.
Probably about the same.
That's better.
Yeah.
So you'd agree with me, that's too bouncy, isn't it? Yeah. And you can't adjust it. I thought your bike felt more planted. Oh, I didn't realise it was the death road. I was thinking, because I would have said swap on the main road.
The one that I turned down that was closed.
Yeah, that was it, was it?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
it. Yeah, actually,
But that was bad down there.
they were just as bad, weren't they?
Yeah. I think that's, you don't want it to be any worse than that, do you?
No. No, but next time we go down there, it's flat as a pancake. We resurfaced it all.
Oh, that's probably because people have been coming from all over the world to ride it after they've seen it on
Yeah, on
the internet.